Hello, my name's Sam Needs.
I'm Robbie.
My name's Alex.
I'm Dominic.
Hi, I'm Kirsten.
James Farry.
I'm Sam.
My expectations of JB coming in were pretty high. I think, the reason I joined the business was the way that we communicated to the market, that really tongue-in-cheek, good fun. After meeting Kieran, I think it just really set that alive. I first joined JB just off the back of a trip around Southeast Asia, and I always thought recruitment was really, corporate, very formal, suit and tie, which, it still is to a certain extent, depending on the market, but, I didn't realise that recruitment could be, you could be yourself, seeing that in the website, seeing that brand really go to market and as yourself really appealed to me. And that hasn't changed obviously over the years, but that's what initially caught my eye. Over the years, obviously I joined as a consultant, worked my way through the business, and now I'm managing partner of the office, so it's definitely exceeded my expectations. If they had asked me 7 years ago, I would have said, no way I would be sitting here today, but look, I think it's a testament again to, in this business you can grow and develop.
My initial thoughts, so my first experience at JDP was sitting down for a beer with Kieran and Faz, and it struck me as a very fun, exciting and autonomous environment. All three of those boxes got ticked very quickly, and I had done ever since.
When I went back to London, definitely sort of just jumped at the opportunity to start something new. And I think even now, sort of 3 years into that, or close to 4, still learning. So it's just I think what sometimes you do in recruitment, you think that you've learned it all, you've done it all, but I think even coming back here now to JDP, Brizzy and Melbourne, just seeing how the consultants operate and how the levels have gone up, that's really inspiring to see. And even the Melbourne team, for example, so much more success and more structure and just a better stronger team than before. And I think good people attract good people, so yeah, it's been good to see.
The business has transformed no end, and I would say I'm not speaking for the guys down in Melbourne as well, but when I joined just over 4 years ago, the Melbourne office was a very different group down there as well. Yes, we've had the global pandemic kick in, and that has certainly adjusted things. It's adjusted every business that I could possibly imagine, but the maturity level behind the business now is something that, in my strong opinion, wasn't necessarily here at the beginning or when I first joined. Kieran had been down south for quite a while at that point. He come back up into Brisbane as it coincided with me joining back in 2019, and I reckon that year was the year that put the stake in the ground for the new and second iteration of JDP. So the maturity side of things and our output to market and our perceived image from market over the last 4 years has changed, I know for a fact.
Yeah, what I look forward to at work, being the office DJ for one, don't have to listen to Chloe's shite most of the time, or not. So it does get quite competitive at times, but I do put my foot down with it quite a lot. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is I love the people that I work around. It makes it worth coming in every single day for me. I mean, I'm not a fan of working from home personally, but even if I was, I think I'd want to come in every day regardless, just because of the amount of fun that you can have. Recruitment's one of those jobs where it can be very stressful and almost very repetitive at times. So having people to bounce off and have fun with during the day definitely helps break it up and make it is what it is, kind of thing.
I'd heard about JDP way before I joined, when I was working in London in 2015 and 2016. I'd heard about them on LinkedIn, I'd seen some of the content they were putting out, and I thought that was very different from a lot of pretty much every other business out there in terms of the way they were portraying themselves and some of the things that they were doing. So I thought that they came across as a very progressive company that are doing something different. And then many years later, I ended up joining the business, and I think that that is exactly how they are internally as well, in terms of mirroring that sort of external image that they've got. Yeah, I can safely say that it's been an awesome journey so far, and looking forward to the next few years.
Kieran told me during my first interview that I asked him a question. I said, why do you like to work at JDP? He said he wanted to create JDP as a place that he liked to go to work, and I think that's truly what it is. It's a place where he wants to go, where he wants other people to want to go in every day, and I think that's what he's created. So I think that's what I look forward to most about working at JDP.
From coming back and seeing from where things were when I left to where they are now, it's chalk and cheese, and I think they're both doing great things and just keep going, keep smashing it, keep setting good goals and bringing in good people. I think that's the key, and people buy into those guys, and I think now they're hiring in the managers that people are now buying into even more. And I think before it used to just be managers, consultants, but now you've got, you know, Farry, Kieran, then you've got the layer below, which is super important. So yeah, just keep doing your thing and smashing it.
Congrats to Kieran for building such an amazing business over the past 10 years. You know, obviously I've only been here for 2.5, you know, but somebody like, obviously Faz has been here probably what, twice as long as me, maybe even more. So, you know, it's definitely a great place to work in that sense. You know, the 10 years here are amazing and can't wait to just continue going basically.
Big thanks to Faz, big thanks to Kieran for his back in the sales and marketing team. Here's to 10 more years.
Massive thank you to Kieran and Faz for giving us the opportunity.
Just want to say a massive thanks to all of our clients, candidates, current team members, ex-team members who have really helped build, you know, certainly GDP Melbourne's business over the years, right? So without clients, we wouldn't have a business, without candidates. So anyone who's used GDP service over the past 10 years, I couldn't be more grateful. It's been a wild fucking ride, to be honest, and as you can see, I'm getting grey hairs by the day, but you know, I wouldn't change anything for the world. It's been an awesome 7 years for me personally.
I would like to thank, well, as both equal, I'll say holistically clients, which involves both clients and candidates. Without either or, the other won't exist as well. So I just want to thank everyone in the market for your continued support towards us as we deliver to you, deliver to the ecosystem across Australia, and really looking forward to a 2023 and beyond.
JDP as a whole, I'm constantly shocked by the creativity and what they do, what we do next. So this is just the beginning.